Alright guys, welcome back. Okay, so I went to locals yesterday and ended up winning. And one of the things I noticed was that Gamma is really good, but also really bad at the same time. Because majority of the time, when I would like use fossil dig, or like, it would be amazing, right? Shrine, lure, Rhoda, dragon shrine. Like whenever I would use something, anything but desires. The minute I got to desires, and I would they would ash, and then I would try to chain Gamma. I would always look at my banish pile first, and I always, every single time, I would banish the driver, and that is so annoying, because the sole purpose of it is to negate ash, like when you go over desires, or you know, like in theory that's how it's meant to work, right? But yeah, man, it was super annoying. Like I was like, dude, seriously. There was a majority of our players went to nationals, Australian nationals over the weekend. They're still there now. But we still had a decent turnout. It was like 27 players. It was pretty cool. But there was like 5 rounds, and then it was top 4. I think we're like a couple off to make it top 8. So yeah. So I was like, yeah, it was still cool though. So I managed to, because it was 5 rounds. So it was the first round was funny because heroes, and he game 1 he Takeda me because I was like, oh, okay, nah, I should be fine. And it just, I was like, what the heck, I just got Takeda. So game 2 I ended up going to conductor and just establishing the board, which is too much. And then game 3 same thing. And then round 2 was, who was round 2? I think it was True Draco. Yeah, I think it was True Draco. Yeah, it was Twister's just amazing in the matchup with Twisters and Cyclone, and yeah, it's just really good. And then round 3 was it Altegeist? I think it was Altegeist. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was Altegeist. And then Overtex. It was just oh my god, Overtex is just amazing in that matchup. Same thing with Lance and Twisters and Cosmics against that matchup is really good. And then again round 4, it was another Altegeist. That was yeah, that was pretty crazy. Like if like he opened up like Solemn, Strike, and what else? I can't remember. But he needed Mario to actually have a decent setup or a really good setup, but he didn't get to it. And then round 5 was against Gouki. That was scary because the last game 1 I was like, oh damn, I think because he ends up bricking, which is hard to believe because Gouki's usually need 2 wars to go up, and then I was like, okay, it's fine. So then he goes, I think he summons some, I forget, he just sets a back row, I can't remember what he does. I was like, okay, I got this. And then I go Twister, target is face down, I pitch Dark Worm, and then he goes, Call for the Grave, Dark Worm was like, and I had no other darks, because I had Greffer, Aeolo in hand, I think a Driver, I can't remember what I had. And then I was like, I needed that to go off, so I could add the gate and then pitch for Greffer and then just go for it. But he ended up calling for the Grave. I was like, oh my god, he's here. So I was stuck with the Greffer in hand and Aeolo. I was like, well, I mean, I can't do anything now. So I think I did something Aeolo, Tactics Defense. Something was really weak. Can't remember what it was. But oh no, he ended up winning. I was like, oh, that's too bad. And then game 2, I ended up just doing the. Let him go first, and he just bricked again. I was like, what the heck? So I ended up taking it. And then game 3, same thing. I made him go first because like I felt pretty confident with the other hand trip I had. And then it was just the game. And then top 4 played against another Draco, and then the last, like I said, Draco is just Twisters. Like, oh my god, this is so good. And then the last round was against Altegeist. That was a pretty insane like game. I think he won game 1, and then game 2 he just like no way, just like a snowball effect. As soon as I get going, it's just like oh wow, like multi-faker bounce set. Like it was too much. And then game 3, does he make me go first? I think he makes me go first. I can't remember. No, he goes first. Oh shit, I can't even remember. I don't even know. I don't know, but it ended up being defined by his torrential and and my chain sequences. Like, okay, so yeah, he had Mind Crush and Torrential set, and like I was thinking of scenarios of how I would lose, right? And I was like, oh, this is Protocol, Multi-Faker, okay, then I can kind of play around with Disruption and the bounce. But Torrential, like I can't, like Torrential, it just nukes my whole board. So I had Doko and Knight on field, but he was slow rolling the Torrential to whenever I extended, and he assumed that I would go into Conductor. But like you don't just always go Conductor, like you just gotta go Overtext as well, because especially against that matchup, you need to go Overtext and you get all the traps, so they can't trigger Multi-Faker in hand. But anyways, I felt bad because I was like, if he has Mind Crush, because I saw it in the game before, because he sniped 2 freaking Conductors out of my hand. I was like, what the hell? That's too much. And then I was like, okay, those are scenarios I lose, right? So I was like, okay, I felt kind of bad because I could have baited him. I was like, okay, Bennett, I was like, wait. And then he's like, oh, why'd you tell me that? I was like, tell you what. And then he ended up calling Mind Crush, and I chained Miscellaneous, and I already had 2 downs on grave. So I was like, okay, so this is the only way I can dodge a Torrential and go for game, because like, so I was like, what the hell? So then I ended up going, pitching my Conductor and my Miscellaneous. I had Overtext and Overraptor in grave. I had Doko on field with what else I have? A Knight, right? Was this a Knight? I can't remember if it was a Knight or not. But anyways, and then I ended up going banishing Miscellaneous, banishing Rex, and Overtext Overraptor, and special summoning Overraptor. And then I went Chainlink 1 what's it called? Overraptor, Chainlink 2 Rex. So Rex would summon, and then I would add, and then the turn Shivu misses timing. I was like, oh yes, and then he tried to trench, and I thought, oh no, the last thing that happened is me searching, so you can't interrupt the chain, right? So that solely because of that sequence just got me in the game. I was like, oh my god, that's insane. But anyways, yeah, it's still 60 cards. A lot of you you like, if you tend to play the deck, a lot of you are gonna be like, oh, why is 60? Why? And if you watch the previous builds, the previous videos of my explanations of how and why, the reason for it, right? Okay, so like the reason you play 40 cards is to maximize and make whatever it is that you're trying to do consistent, right? That's the whole point. To like, why would you add any other more cards that would just pretty much it'll take you longer to get to whatever that you need, right? Like, so let's say with Sky Strikers, right? It's 40 because you want to get to your engages, you want to get to your Drone Lock Bird and Reincarnation combo. You want to get to that because that alone wins. Like if Drone Lock combo and Reincarnation, like you why would you want to dilute it and put more things that hinder you from getting to that, right? Whereas this, like, you can like minimize it, right? Like play like just one of these because it's once per turn anyways. Minimize pots, minimize, like you know, does that make sense? Like minimize to where you feel comfortable, like take out one Destrudo, like you keep one Destrudo, but like the whole point of the whole purpose of it is to filter, not opening multiple Conductors, multiple Overtexes, multiple, like it just so you won't break. That's basically what it's coming down to. Like if you open up like this and like this, like what you're meant to open, right? That'd be good. That'd be like really good. But like you need some sort of disruption in your opponent's turn because you want to go second, right? Because going first, the best board you could possibly make is like a Doko, a Conductor, and Overtext, like that. Like, but that rarely happens because you need to have like the ideal hand to do that. But going second, the simple fact that you can disrupt them and manipulate their turn as much as you can, leave them at like an invulnerable state, and then any top deck of these or even this, like the pills itself. It's just a instant board presence. You get a Conductor or Overtext. That's insane. Like you slow them down, disrupt them, right? And then summon this, and then just get a pill. And that's insane. That's the whole point of the deck. And to be able to toolbox rank 4s and get Black Rose as fast as you can, which is why it's here. And make Yazi, because Yazi's insane, dude. Yazi just hires the ceiling. Like if you take out Yazi and Mammer, the ceiling of this deck drastically dips because it gives you the Trish play, and that's amazing, especially because you go Yazi, pop a back row, pop something problematic, and then float into, and then you have the option to go into Samusher, Black Rose, or the FA, and it's just or Trish if you really want to, or an Exceed play, and then have multiple tokens for defense, like just to like prevent OTKs or something. But Yeah, like that's just really good, and that's the whole like the reason behind having 40. I mean, more than 40, because you have all these are all consistency cards, right? Like all these, this thins your deck, this thins your deck, this thins, all these thins your deck, thins your deck, like all these thin your deck. So it just minimizes the card count as it is as you go, and it's just so you won't just open up like a bunch of dinos and like it's just you know you just don't want that to happen. But yeah, like it works fine. But like if you have ashes or like draws, I would consider cutting the gammas, because like you want to play as minimal as minimal count of garnets as you can. Like these are your one-ups, your garnets. You don't want to draw. Minus this guy, because you don't mind. I guess these two you don't mind. You don't want to open these guys. But like if you can minus the garnet count, you play 3 ashes and then you can put something else. Like or you can cut this as well. Like to play more hand traps. Like the more hand traps you play, the better, because you're going second anyways, and you just want to disrupt your opponent as much as you can, and then just top deck any of this and establish conductor of this, and then like it'll just be a constant pressure. If I guess if you could kind of relate it to, it's kind of like Invoked. You know how like Invoked just have a bunch of hand traps, and they have the Alistair. Like that's it's basically similar to that. You have disrupt them, summon Alistair, that becomes your material for the Invoke fusion, and then does that make sense? It's basically the same thing. If I were to like I guess break it down so you can understand it a bit more. But yeah, like if you want to cut these, like the kaiju, it's a very like I guess it's just more of a, because it saved me that one time when I ran out of my dinos. And I hadn't activated a pill, and I was like, oh shit, I can't use it. I was like, oh wait, I can special with this. And that's the only reason I have an attachment to it, because I was like, oh okay, it saved me that one time. But I'm pretty sure you can cut it, you can just slide it. And yeah, you can like cut like, so you can play 3 ashes, and you can cut one more thing if you want, and play 3 ogre as well. Because I like Veiler. Veiler is just really good, because it allows you to slow roll the conductor. Like that's the first thing that people will try to do, force you into using the conductor flip, and then they'll use everything after. So and then this just allows you to, okay, that's fine, and that's fine. It's Veiler. It's just really really good. What else? Okay, let me show you the extra deck and the side deck, because the side deck is very important, because going second against Trickstars, Skystrakers, and Altegeist is just very crucial, man. Very, very crucial. Because I played 3 kaiju whenever like against Gouki, because you need to break their links. Like once you break their links, the intimidation is just gone. Like get rid of the firewall. Just they can't have the bounce if they haven't bounced yet. Get rid of the Trigate. Get rid of the cold link nightmares that prevents them from being destroyed. Ogre, Epsilon. When you're going against Trickstars, just do everything, add, just keep forcing them to try to bait them into using the reincarnation, and then just drop this, and then it's just, and if that's Ash, then like if you have in sequence like this and Cobalt the Grave, oh my god, it's so amazing. But you just want to be able to you want to make sure you don't lose to Ash, to the draw and lock board combo. That's basically the only, and it gets altegeist as well. Like when you go in second, if you feel like you just like they go anti-spell, okay, chain, negate. That's like so good, and then you get an Omega. And then same thing for this. This is against Skystrakers, like because Widow Anchor is huge, because you do not want to get beat down by your own dino. And against Altegeist as well, they chain protocol, chain this, your thing will resolve, because it doesn't negate it. It just becomes unaffected. Same thing with Cosmic Cyclones and Altegeist and Draco. And then the extra deck. It's gonna be. I put this guy back because this guy comes with way too much. It's like. It gets 5k, man. Remember something? It's like, dude, it's so damn, so good. Lagi Doka, 41, Tornado, Castell, Dweller, and I really want to add a Diamond Direwolf. Like I really do, because sometimes you want to just like pop it and get it out of the zone, so you can go into another Exceed or another or Synchro. But I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what to put on that. Trish, Omega, Yazi, Damn Destroyer, Black Rose, FA, and then Chambara. It's just, it's just so good, man. You open up Oviraptor and Michelin Taurus, or Oviraptor and Conductor, and they have nothing. That's game. That's why it's good to see go like Black Rose with like Dark Worm and like Distrito, nuke the board, summon Oviraptor, add Conductor, or add like I just get those 2 cards in hand and just attack the game with those 2. It's like, oh dude, it's so good. But yeah, like It's 60 cards. Everything has synergy with it besides the interaction cards, which is that like it doesn't conflict. The simple fact that everything has to make sense. Like otherwise you're just gonna be bricking, and that's what you don't want, right? But anyways, that's gonna be it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Oh, I was gonna show you guys something, but I can't remember. What was I gonna show you guys? Oh no, I'll just do the video. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.